Nkhani hapa ndi ya Mai Mary Navicha, MP wa ku Tyolo, zimene zinachitika kapena anachita mu parliament. Maiwa ndi amene wawa mutha kuwaona mmene akuyang'anamo. That looks like wina wake khangala akugwira iweyo kunama ndi akumvera chisoni. Anyway, aliyense amakhala ndi direction yake akaona zoti wina wake akunama. Ena amakuwoza, ena amakhangala kudabwa atsekula kukamwa kuti amene akunama chonchi. Ena amatere. Akatero amakhala kuti amanga react. Mai Mary Navicha mu parliament amene wa pa nthawi imene zimakambidwa zokambidwa zimene zachitika ku constituency yawo kudera kwawo iwo ndithu anazaonetsa masaini ena ake. Anyway, masaini amene mwaona mkati.
Naeja, Malunga Pini, Sandram Scott, Poverty White, not to be confused with white poverty. And my good friend, Honorable Navicha. All of whom I trust to convey this report to the good people of Tyolo without distortions. In food security development, Madam, we have responded to the extensive destruction of crops and vast farmlands in Tyolo by disbursing 238.8 million kwacha in input loans. Under Agicom 2, we have invested 411 million kwacha in farming equipment like tractors, trucks, feed processing machines, warehousing, milk bulking facilities, and dairy cows. Under AIP, we have provided subsidies to 7,186 beneficiaries. We have spent 3.7 billion kwacha on relief maize, which my office has distributed to over 7,500 households. We have rehabilitated the silos. We have rehabilitated the silos in Luchenza to ensure that no food is lost through poor storage. We have completed preparations for the rehabilitation of 100 hectares of land at Mpuka irrigation scheme. For Tyolo's economic development, we have disbursed 67.8 million kwacha NIF cash loans for business. We are making Tyolo a safe place for business by constructing 100 houses for security agencies there. We have connected 9,766 homes in Tyolo to electricity through MERIT, MEAP, and SHS initiatives. We have connected 550 homes to electricity for free. We have rescued hundreds of laborers in the tea estates from years of exploitation and abuse, while supporting the tea farms to meet international standards for compliance with the law in order to resume operations that are essential for Malawi's export revenue. For human capital and for infrastructure development, we have constructed 12 health posts at Tukuta, Namatuni, Towera, Lomora, Kate, Katombere, Sabwe, Chilengo, Jimbiri, Kwetemure, Amalika, and Chitembe. We have also constructed 2 new secondary schools, 19 new secondary school classrooms, and 7 primary school classrooms. We have almost completed the 77-kilometer Tyolo-Bangura road. So, no matter what anyone tells the people of Tyolo about me, I know they are wise enough to recognize the truth. And the truth is that Even though the 253,000 of you who are registered voters there will be told by other parties that this is the year to go backwards, I ask you to remember that the reason I'm here is to continue taking your development forward. State of development in Mulanje.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for indeed allowing the people of Cholo Central to join the very important debate of a period that we're living in. Madam Speaker, our people are suffering, our people are struggling, and I believe it must be in the spirit of oneness, in the spirit of all of us as representatives of the people to join hands, agree where something is amiss, and then decide the sort of Malawi that we want to have. Madam Speaker, before I dive down into the discussion, allow me to say the following. Somewhere else, price escalation as is happening would be intrigued by, among other things, market speculations, inflation, imbalances within supply and demand, and probably government policies and others. The case as is in Malawi may be looked at in a number of faces. But before we even get there, we must all agree that our minimum wage in Malawi is 52,000 kwacha. And a bag of maize we are talking about today, Madam Speaker, is costing 100,000 kwacha. In other words, a man goes to work for 30 days only to find that he cannot even pay for a bag of maize. And I know there have been people here who have said, Muzika wauza antu agwano adzika lima. I come from Cholo, Madam Speaker. Even at my own village, I can't even do anything and get a bag of maize because we don't have land, but we are in Malawi. Now, it always pains us when we hear somebody shouting that go tell your people to go and farm because we don't have the land and we didn't choose to be from Cholo. We therefore have got to be united in this house and agree on how we want to move forward from now going forward, because our people are getting a minimum wage of 52,000 kwacha, Madam Speaker. That's how grave this matter is. From the very 52,000 kwacha, which is minimum wage, the person has got to buy a bag of maize, pay rentals, pay school fees for kids, and basic necessities at his house. Madam Speaker, this cannot be a laughing matter. We cannot get down into politics because good economics makes good politics. It means that the moment we have got completely politics in shambles because our economy is not in any way round on a right rail. I therefore invite all of us in one spirit and in unity of that Malawian in Chitipa, that Malawian in Cholo, that Malawian in Isanje. Can we do something for our people there? When Led Bingu, may his soul rest in peace, said, I can't devalue the kwacha, he singled out among many, how am I going to cushion my people? And this is a situation we are at the moment. How do we cushion our people? And that's what we need to be discussing in this house. Madam Speaker, probably on the government side, they need to look at the policies that they have. Is there anything that they can do within the policies to curb, to manage the situation that we have? I know the Minister of Trade, as others have said, they have tried to go around to make sure that at least is something monitoring the market out there. But to some extent as well, you'll find that other manufacturers are saying our production costs are high. We've got a lot of dates, we've got a lot of kwacha in Malawi, but a lot of dates out there. We can't import raw materials into the country. What else do we do to make sure that we're still in production? Madam Speaker, food somewhere else is available. Can we allocate resources if there are no resources in this particular budget session we are in? Madam Speaker, even if it means stopping the business of tomorrow to discuss where we can find resources, allocate those resources so that the issue of demand and the supply is sorted. We flood the market with maize, whether we import it from wherever we can. But as soon as we flood this market with maize, all these prices will go down within a day. And that's the immediate thing that we need to do in this very house. Madam Speaker, how do we get down to make sure that our people, those that are in production, are protected? How do we make sure that our people who are working within industries,
member, you have a minute to go.
Our people who are working within industries are not fired? They are not losing their jobs because they are about to lose their jobs as companies.
Munkhani zina lole simbenjere ameneyo akuti the useless kwacha is falling every day odi ndisamukeko ine ish akuti kwacha ikugwa daily kwacha yopanda ntchito. Anyway, nkhani iyi ndiyoona. Tipite ku South Africa kanyamira kachamati la lax kaja kamavuta kwambiri za kanayambisa dudula operation kamathamangisa ma foreigners kachi kamene kachi kana panga post video yapo le imene ifeyo amati okay imene anena kuti ayankhwana ndi achinyamata 2:30 Friday lero ndiye iye anapanga posting kunena kuti I'm beginning to think he was elected based on his accent. Ariye ambaganiza kuti apolewa anasankhidwa kukhala president chifukwa cha accent kayankhedwa kawo ka English. Malawians, please vote wisely in the upcoming elections. Ati muvote mwanzeru zisankho zikubwerazo. Don't vote again. Msazavu votereso based on someone's English accent. Chifukwa ido inaka kwankhula accent yabwino. Yachizungu yabwino, akwankhula chizungu chabwino. Anyway, izo ni nkhani zimene ndithu zikuzungulira. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much.